Fuller and the Mythic Skies AR. Just so good. With 2 ARs right now, 3 floppers, he's in a good spot. Zone's actually going to pull a little bit towards him. Aqua is setting himself up for another good game. He could start to ramp up and get past that lead because, reminder, our leader going into this game is no longer here.
That's going to be huge for him, everyone else in the game. But off this position, you're right. This could be Aqua's game totally. We could call it right now. That being said, though, you cannot forget people moving in, the items they have. Savage's insane rainbow loadout. So many high-class weapons available for him to use. At the same time, Tayson's positioning just being used once again for his 3rd elimination overall. Does not have the prettiest of loadouts, but he's making it work. Has the shields. He can play out this end game. He's at maximum mats right now. He has everything he needs to just take control. But look at who's available in front of him right now. Wakey, Slicks, Milan, Lecce. It'll be difficult. And Alex moving through low ground as well.
And getting tagged up there, this is really not good for Andalex. As you see more damage being taken, down to 11 builds here. He does have time to pop the shields, and the reprieve is going to come in the form of that metal base, but he is not in zone. He needs to find an impact frag right now, and there's someone running by. Shots could come through. The edit goes through, and he does take down Noah Riley. A surprise elimination is exactly what he needed.
And that might just be enough for him to get into the top 10. When he started this game, he was 12th place overall coming into day 2. Now close to that 90-point threshold that I mentioned before, he has a possibility to break in for that star #1 page, but it'll be difficult to break through to the zone. Just look at it, the minimap on the bottom right of your screen. Everyone on that white safe line is going to be just attracted, magnetized to the edge. No one wants to waste more mats and move. And it's true, you shouldn't, because every time you make a new box, every time you try to make a move, the top players are watching you. Savage is there, Aqua setting up height. It's literally impossible to even budge or have a type of personality or say on the server.
It is, as we see Cash3 going down there to Ensar. No Storm Surge this zone. Probably going to have it moving. If zone moves to the north, we're going to see a lot of launch pads, a lot of big names going to go down. It's a really hard rotation to make, and it is going to go to the north. Shot's going to come through momentarily, though.
And if Andalex doesn't have a launch pad here, Clay, to actually move around, is this competition over? What are some of the things he can do to try to get to zone, try to make sure his game lasts a slight bit?
What he's doing right there, trying to force that player to drop down or either move up and use a launch pad. Forcing a player to use that launch pad is so critical, as you see someone kind of flying on through there, the zone. We'll see, I believe that was Savage, that arrow there. We'll more likely making it on in. We'll see if Andalex is going to be able to do the same thing. Forcing that player to rotate early even, just on foot, is going to be so crucial here for him, but he has to do it perfectly.
And that's just 2 players that you're mentioning. This type of relationship will go down amongst so many people on the server. As we saw from that big overhead view, there's just about 5 people in zone right now, and everyone else has to move in. Andalex is not holding anything back. RPG's being put down. He wants to, if he can, get as many eliminations as possible. If he can't find a way to move, but he finds a launch pad, he pops it up. He's going up in the air now. The one thing you don't want to get beamed, the one thing you don't want to do is get beamed up in the air. You want to find a good base as well to drop down and post up with. He does. Andalex is safe for the next portion of this game.
And who's not safe is Wolfies and CRR. They both go down. 1, 2, and 3 are out of this game right now. The lead is up for grabs. Aqua, I still believe in this game. This is turning out right there in the middle of your screen. You see Aqua, you see Mitro. A lot of big names that were near the top of the leaderboard. Mitro, not so much, but still able to go anyone's way. Aqua could run with this.
Yep, and top 10 Hinyachi's right at the bottom as well. Mitro, though, will be on height. We're talking about how good Aqua is. Now when we see Mitro in his loadout, Sky's loot, the grappler, that mythic AR, it hurts so hard, and you're able to just stay on top and move around as well with the assistance of that grappler. Mitro is over so many floppers. This man has been saving this loadout, saving this entire moment for the end game, which we're going to be traveling to in just a second. As soon as you see these zones move, that's the hardest portion of the competition for so many of these players. Even if it is Aqua on mid ground, when you're up against the top players at the top, like Mitro, Clay, it's impossible, especially when he has this loot.
Not yet impossible, because reminder, in the game that Aqua won, he build fought Mitro for high ground, took it from him in the moving zone, and Mitro went down. He got slayed out by Aqua. But this is looking much better here for Mitro, as he's going to get an elimination there onto Kylie. flying through the air, swatted on down. Mitro looking to get another elimination. Shots continuing to go through here for him. He does have to pause or to reload, but Mitro setting himself up for success using the grappler very, very effectively.
Yep, now it's all about the ebb and flow, making sure both you take control of the new builds you're building, the new height that Mitro is establishing, and also making sure you use the grappler in tangent with that AR. A balance right now is what Mitro has to hold, and he has the reign on the whole server with it. Maybe slightly too high. He's going to be way far away from getting that big damage down onto some eliminations, but if he has the position, we talked about it early game, how important height is. He can have control. That's another one picked up onto Mage. He gets silenced, taken out of game one so far, and he's looking back in zone. He's playing every single portion of the game. You might be seeing he's slowing down, but a launch pad's there to speed him right back up. Drops down with a Dragoncorn Unicorn glider, and then after that drops down a few more shots over to second height. That could be Aqua. We're not sure. Let's also popping off. It's a top 12 right now, Play.
Top 12 indeed, and Mitro continuously using the grappler so well. Savage is in here, vibes going down. Savage, Moki in this game, taking out Savage, slaying him there on his run. Lecce in this game as well.
And they're going now. It's a top 6 situation. Mitro controls it, but he's losing a lot right now. So many things are happening on the low ground.
Low ground is where it's at. That is the chaos that is going to ensue. It's going up this mountain. You see Andalus going down. Mitro taking down Lecce. This could be the run that Mitro needed to get back into the game. Shots coming through. Bit of battle for high ground. Mitro going to maintain his height. 3 players in this game remaining, and we're not even into ace zone. Mitro, though, looking really good. It's Aqua. Aqua and Rezon. Aqua could run away with the lead if he's able to make something happen. Mitro, though, misplaying just a little bit, dropping down. Aqua getting the shots in. This is reminiscence of yesterday. Aqua going for the high ground is going to take it from him. And now we talked about it. We mentioned it. Aqua on the high ground knows how to win the games, and this should be his to close out.
And Mitro has the grappler, though. He has the floppers in Storm. We saw it before. We predicted it as well. Rezon, good defensive player, will stay down low, does not have those options. Only has his builds. Has to utilize, has the Sir Tarps, but it's all wood. Mitro makes his move. Aqua hears it, tries to stop. Now everything is just a complete 50-50 between these 3 players. Mitro taking a big hit. He might be out for the count here. It's a final 1v1 between Rezon and Aqua. And it's Aqua, the height king, possibly the king of Europe right now after game 1, all the way up top with the victory royale.
Aqua coming back and winning that. I think 165 points was exactly what Janus has, so we may be tied on first right now.
I mean, he's got the win. This man might just be the most consistent player we've ever seen. He's never out of